Welcome back, guys. Sicks10s. Today we're gonna get this fuel cell mounted up. I went to the metal shop and got 4 sticks of 1 inch by 1 inch by 14 gauge 6-foot sticks. Probably too much, but I'd rather have too much than too little. It wasn't so bad though. It was about $15.50 a stick, so like $62 for all of it, which ain't very bad. And that's gonna do my fuel cell and anything else I need to do. So on this video, I'm gonna try to do very little talking and just get right into the work and just get it all knocked out. I still don't know how I want to mount it up, but I'm just going to shoot from the hip and give it a shot. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to it. Alright guys, I'll show you what I just did. Take a couple of ratchet straps, you just go under the frame, it'll hold your fuel cell. The fuel cell will move a little bit, but if I need it higher, you just tighten the ratchet straps, they'll go up. You just come down here, see if I can show you. As you tighten it, it's gonna go up. What I want is try to make it as level as I can with the frame, centered, and make sure I have enough room down here for my fittings and stuff to run my fitting over to where my fuel pump's gonna go, which is on this plate right here. And I got my filler cap, which this is gonna eventually get turned because I'm gonna cut out a door in the back of my bed right here. Actually, the back of my bed on the inside here, and then have a like a regular fueler door, like how a Blazer is. Well, this is how I'm doing it, but I don't know if I want to run a bar from just down here down to it and just have 4 individual little bars. Do I want to build a framework to go around the fuel cell? I mean, I don't really know how I'm going to go about doing this. But just sitting here thinking about it, I'm just going to start cutting metal and throwing it together. So let's get to it. Alright, I'm back. I had to sit there and literally stare at this fuel cell for like an hour. Yeah, an hour. I mean an hour. And I think I figured out what I want to do. So what I'm going to do, I'll get you here, is I'm going to build a frame that comes out another inch, and it's going to come in, and it's going to come up, square it off here, come back down, and then go back over and overhang about an inch. And then build my frame up, and then overhang an inch, and then it'll come straight over this, and then overhang an inch, and then come back over, and then meet back up with that piece. And then that'll give me my base to build the legs up to the top of the frame. Now, while I was sitting there trying to figure out how I want to build that mount, because man, I don't want to build it like the other one, and I want it to be somewhat unique. I don't want it to be square tubing all welded up just to hold a fuel cell, which I mean, that's what it's for. So I figured I'd sit down and I needed to practice some TIG welding on some stainless, and I tell you what, that made my day. Like, it looks beautiful. Let me show you. This is my stainless. That's my 3rd pass. That's my 3rd test. The first one is right here. Look at how nasty it looks. And then the second one is right here. And then the third one is a winner. Look at how the colors, how beautiful that is. So that's what I was doing to kind of clear my mind to figure out how I want to build this frame. So now that I got it all figured out, let's get the camera set up and let's get this thing built. Well guys, I thought I hit record on my phone, but I guess I didn't. I started cutting metal. This is what I got so far. I got pretty much the sides, the top, and then the bottom part here where it's going to go around this. I just haven't cut this piece yet because I don't know the exact measurement. I guess I can just measure off of this. But I still need to do all my hard cuts on this so everything joins together really good, because I don't want to just butt it up. I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do that and then weld it. I want to actually have it so it's all a nice form. So I'll be cutting 45 right here, 45 here, 45, 45, all the 45s, and then I'll be able to set it here on my table with my magnets to make sure everything is squared, and then I'll be able to TIG weld it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here, not with the video, just for today, because it's like 8 o'clock at night. I haven't ate no dinner yet. It's kind of hot. It's like 80 degrees out, and I'm just ready to get some food and relax, get in the shower, relax. But tomorrow we're definitely gonna get this all cut up, the little ends cut off so I can have a 90-degree bend. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And it's tomorrow, and I almost made a huge mistake getting this frame ready. As you can see, I got everything cut. This piece is the only piece that's loose. Everything else is all down tight. But that's the framework. I got it all strapped down to my table. Now, what I was saying, I almost made a huge mistake. As you can see, there's this piece and this piece here. Well, I wanted to have perfect 90s, and what's half a 90 is 45. So I got this thing right here to tell me what my 45 is, and not thinking of it, I set it to 40. Right there. 40. So a 40 and a 40 is only 80 degrees. So I had a huge gap. I was like, what in the world? So I looked at this again. I was like, oh, I gotta have 45 degrees. So I end up having to waste this piece of metal and that piece of metal. But now I got all the pieces of metal cut, and I know you guys don't want to watch that. It's just cutting, and I'm so happy me making a mistake wasn't on camera, even though I know you guys will like seeing that, because I mean, you learn from your mistakes. But luckily I just grabbed a small bottle of alcohol and wiped down a rag, and just took all of my other markings off. I only cut 2 pieces, and I marked all the rest of them, but I ended up cleaning them up, ended up getting them to the 45 and got them all cut. So now that they're all cut and set up on the table, let's get the camera all set up, turned around, and let's get this welded. And just like that, guys, it's all welded up. I started TIG welding it with the TIG Eastwood TIG 200, but my torch started getting really hot, so I busted out the old Miller MIG welder and just finished her off. But there it is, all welded together. I just got this piece welded on, so it's really hot right now. Looks really nice. Should fit right over that perfectly. So I just found these 2 chains on my floor, and I'm thinking about cutting it in half there and seeing how long those pieces are, and then maybe attach it to the framework here, weld it, and then weld all the links so it'll be solid but it still looks like a chain, and then bring it over here and mount it there so it goes down to my fuel cell. So it'll be like a piece here and a piece here, and it'll be all that shiny chain like that, and I'll weld the sides so you won't see much of the weld. If I TIG weld it, you definitely won't see much of the weld. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below if I should do the chains or do the square tubing, because I feel like the chains will look sick. And that's why I call it sicks10s. I want everything on my truck to just look mint. Well, not really mint. I mean, to me, something that looks mint is like a perfect paint job. No rust, no body flaws. This, it's got rust, it's got body flaws, and it's not perfect. That's what I like, because I feel like when you get something really super perfect, then you're afraid to do stuff with it. You're afraid to drive it. You're afraid to get it around people because it might get scratched. It's meant to be driven. And that is why I'm doing all this work on that rear end, because I want to drive this truck. Look at that turbo. But I think this is where this video is going to end. I hope everyone's having a great day. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next sicks10s.